Hey, what's up, YouTube? Sean here with Inspirit and Truth. um, Normally, this isn't my gig at all to call out a local church, but for anybody who lives in the tri-state area here, if you're familiar with Crossroads Church, a friend of mine posted on her Facebook, so it popped up on my feed, and it was a video. It was the first part of a weekly series that Crossroads Church is doing. And, the little intro was completely, entirely devoted to painting Jesus as a rebel. So I tried to stomach it. I made it about 20 minutes through. And for the first 15 minutes, they were just pounding it into the minds of anybody listening that Jesus was a law-breaking rebel. And, I don't know what spirit's behind this, but it's not the spirit of the Father. The bottom line is Jesus wasn't a rebel. He lived a life of perfect obedience to his Father. He's the model of the perfect discipleship. He perfectly discipled his Father, and we're supposed to be disciples of him, conforming ourselves to his image. By nature, we have a rebellion issue. Why, in the name of the Most High, why would anybody want to cater to our sense of rebellion? Yes, sometimes being obedient to the Father means we have to go against the grain, or break man's laws. But that side of it is secondary. The point is to be obedient to the Father. How dare you? You people should be ashamed of ourselves. This is despicable. This is absolutely horrific. First and foremost, we need to highlight the fact that Yeshua was perfectly obedient to his Father. And, by doing so, if it results in disobedience to man-made doctrine, then so be it. But, stop trying so hard to appeal to the world. We don't need to appeal to the world. Look, Jesus himself said he didn't come to unite, he came to divide. He brought a sword of division. It is what it is, guys. If the world doesn't want to come out of itself and into the body, so be it. Take great care when you go out into the world trying to evangelize, not to allow the world to evangelize you. Stop painting Jesus as a rebel. He was not a rebel. He lived a life of perfect obedience to the Father. I can't stress this enough. And we're called to walk as he walked. Not in rebellion, in obedience to the Father. Test the spirits to see if they are of God. I don't care who it is. I'm including myself in this. You take what I say and compare it to the Scripture. Not to your doctrines, not to denominational doctrines, to the Word himself. And if you disagree with anything I'm saying, fine. So be it. You don't have to listen to me. I'm not out to make money or anything else. I'm out to preach truth and to point people back to the Lord and to his Word, which is what we're all supposed to be doing. So, that being said, I'm sorry for getting bent out of shape here, but like I said, I've 20 minutes and I was done. I couldn't listen to another single word they had to say, because it took 15 of those 20 minutes for them to pound it into, our minds that Jesus was a rebel and a lawbreaker. And then finally, 15 minutes into it, they start to distinguish, and point out that the laws he was breaking were those of the religious system. Maybe you should have started out by pointing out that he was walking in perfect obedience to his Father, and then transition into the fact that, that resulted in going against the grain of the religious institution. The Lord is not a rebel. He is perfectly obedient to his Father. And I got news for you guys. This whole co-equal, there's scripture that makes it clear, though fully God, he did not consider equality with God something to be obtained. Jesus made it perfectly clear himself time and time again that he is not equal to the Father, that the Father is greater than him. Look, these are his words. So you don't have to listen to him if you don't want to. That's your prerogative. But there's no equality there. The Father's greater than him. And when did he ever say otherwise? You know, I'm challenging you guys to go back to the scripture, read it, let him speak for himself. So, you know, I love you guys, and I hope you have a blessed day in Yeshua's name.